everyone receive is a reflection of us.
Welcome. In today's episode, we look towards something that has drawn my attention. The unfortunate chaos that seems to be guiding ourselves around the world is becoming intolerable. I don't know about you, but there seems to be a lot of religious warfare going on at the moment. What does it all mean? Why now? What's the purpose of all of this? What is the point? What is the reality? Why? Why have the young decided to carry the backs of the religions in the past that they have no connection to? Just like another puppet being guided in humanity to their death. In this one, I'm not going to hold back. I have no conflict with any of it. I'm just tired of it. Tired of seeing the atrocities of government, of people. Something that rings true is, have we forgotten the past? Do we not remember the stories of old, whether it's the Canaanites, whether it's the old histories, the Crusades, if you will? It seems so easy that people can be misguided, misdirected amongst the current problems of society. So why? Why are we seeing it? Now, previously I'd said that the sun had turned white, not its usual shining golden color. And there are stories. We know of the red sun, we know of the yellow. And when society loses its connection to source, to creator, to nature, to each other, nonetheless, in the prophecies the sun turns white. It just so seems that at this point that the sun be bearing its white skies, that religion has turned to its archetypal concepts, the old resurfacing itself in cycles and loops. But why? Why this particular culture? Why this creator being? Well, in my belief, they are striking while the iron is hot. There are people in power here who see that society is failing, falling. Western civilization, infiltration because they can see it. Started through COVID. Started through all of those being taken from the government. They're all part of the problem. So people took their chances. They infiltrated. Not through warfare, not through death. Through immigration. Through the rising of a particular culture. You see, this is where the people had no say. They had no choice because it was the people in power who succumbed to this. Whether by design or by force, it doesn't matter. You are living it. The hardest part is that there's nothing most people can do. It is a tyranny, a dictatorship, a violence, an action. How do you come back from that? When your governments have sold you out, where people are enslaving due to past realities. All in the name of what? A God, whether they're benevolent or not, whether they're loving or caring. This is the attitude. Indoctrinated minds into a religious warfare by top people sitting in their bureaucratical offices, or their high chairs not having to lift a finger, watching the Western civilization fall. Gladly, there are evil people out there. But they are using the civilians to fight their war. They are, in essence, waiting for death. But why? What activated this religious Jesus versus Muhammad type ideology? If we've done our research, we look into something called the worship gene. Something that was implanted into humanity a long time ago to worship those in power. Now, hypothetically speaking, what if something reactivated that? It's possible. The rise in Christianity and Jesus versus the rise in Islam is the natural defense, the mirror against all of it. The activation of it. People have been chosen to pick a side. No one in their right mind would go from one religion to another because they believe it's better. You go with the heart, with what you feel, with what you love for each other. There's not one or the other. There's not one is better or one kills more people. They both kill. And any religion that kills someone or takes slaves is not a religion. Let's be clear. Religion is slavery. Not faith, not what you believe, not the trust you have in your Creator, or the love of an animal or plants. No, modern religion is slavery. You're a slave to your faith. And I might lose people here, I might be attacked. It doesn't matter, it is the truth. If you are having to do the dirty work for belief in something, you're having to occupy a nation and throw out someone else. This is not love, this is control. Manipulation tactics. It is radicalization. That being said, not all are like this. These are just the radicals from each side, filling a void where there was an open. And they are taking advantage of that. So ask yourself, is religion the problem? Where are the police? Where are the people in power who can stop this? Who allowed this? You see, the focus here clearly is not on the people. It is on the positions of power. So everyone's misguided towards the wrong type of people. It is the dictatorships, the corrupt politicians and bureaucrats, the corrupt police and warfare. Where are the armies who are defending the people? They are tied up in nonsense. It pains to watch this. It pains to be a part of humanity that is falling because they fail to see the cycles of reality. So what happens? What do? Do you ignore it? Do you let it go? Do you sit idly by and watch humanity fall? I don't know. What I do wish for is that I'm tired of these corrupt people in powerful positions dictating and controlling the world. I'm tired of humanity falling prey and victim to these ideological religions, when the true nature of who they are is inside themselves. We need the yellow sun to come home. We need humanity and their consciousness to be together once more. It doesn't matter your color or your race or what you believe. As long as what you believe is togetherness, community, love. We have met fire with fire in this war of religion, claiming one is better than the other. But neither of them are good. It is all an act, all a play to get people involved. Why? It is a war on religion. It's a war on faith to conquer. I believe I think it's the Immortals or something like this, where they have the titans that have awoken, released from their jail cell. And it feels as such. This feels like a sport, like Alien versus Predator. It's got the makings of all the failings of the past. Trying to regain control over civilization, whether it's through transhumanism, and that didn't work, whether it's through the trans movement, and again that got met and held down. If you watch, one by one, they introduce more and more radical ideas to keep humanity down. And everyone that they try removes people, because they want the ones who have the capability to stand up. They want the masculine energy to be drawn into conflict, taken away, potentially put in places that they cannot withstand the wrath. The world is collapsing in an ideological, societal view. The question is not where you place your allegiance. The question is, are you willing to go inside yourself? The more we love each other, the more we have care for each other and the well-being, the more we return the energy to our yellow golden sun. It's a struggle. The people we need in the places of power are ready. So why are we witnessing what we're witnessing? Why are we seeing everything crumble into chaos? Because it needs to. The world, when it was told of what was happening, was ignorant. They refused and called people conspiracy theorists. They called them out for being crazies and loopers. They were jailed or murdered. And now look at where we are. Go back 10 years, 15 years. All of these things that people were saying was happening. And it is. Because people refuse to love each other. Refuse to believe in one another. Thinking everything was okay. But sometimes you need to let it burn to allow the phoenix to rise again. It's a tough scenario. It's one I don't think we really should have to go down. Is this the split in reality that we've been waiting for? That Dolores Cannon and all of these people have been saying you split into 5D and 3D hell? Potentially. Is this a possibility for growth, for everyone to just witness an amazing angelic event? Possibly. Or is it a stage, a story? Maybe create a religious warfare and then a fake prophet. Maybe something will come out and witness the remarkable resurrection, claiming to be God. Maybe aliens will come in and stop this religious warfare and everyone will harbor towards that. No matter what the situation is in the world when it comes to this religious warfare of old, you have to understand that it's paving the way for some type of biblical event, angelic event, even outer worldly. It's just whether people are reacting to it or are they looking past it, knowing that this is a rule. The unfortunate part is the young people are being drawn into this through education systems, through guidance of others, lack of information, lack of knowledge. So to all those people, where are the keepers? Where are those who can make change and power? The abracadabra magicians of the world who can make things happen. You see, the world is a wonderful place in the hands of the right people. We just have to wait for it to unfold. It's a harsh reality to understand that maybe we've all been lied to. Maybe it is all just some person's big dream. A speck of dust in a giant's eye. Possibly. But if you turn all the technology off and go for a walk in the streets, what's the difference? Again, I harbor onto the fact that the more our consciousness creates, the more our consciousness views and reacts to these types of things, the more we create it. So the more violent it gets is because the more people are creating it, talking about it, witnessing it, feeling it. Hence why it's white. Humanity has been sold to the highest bidder. This is now no longer a community-based war, a religious war. It is an attack for you. It's an attack on your soul, for your sovereignty, for your own belief. And it sucks. It really does. But I want you to know one thing. From the bottom of my heart and soul, I care for you. I care for your outcome, your well-being. I send you love and care of the highest degree, and wish only the best things for you in both love, abundance, that we get to rest with our animals or our companions, our life partners, the things that make us happy, the smiles we have in the mornings, the smiles we have at night. And may my voice echo with love into this technological world. And maybe we can calm it down for a few days and fill this world more with love and less with hate. So does with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.